Alright, since I'm slowly moving here, it's all this incline. I'm going to Palouse, and it's 15 miles, pretty much all on one road. Like 95% of it's on one road. This road, in fact, it really doesn't require much turning. I believe my fluid levels are good. My wires are connected, bolts are tightened. Actually, I never checked any of that. I'm driving on hope that everything is going to run in good order. All these pieces are going to be synchronized in good order. Joe Knows Homes. So now I'll test it all out. Test out the Frontier Internet TV. Wacky waving, inflatable arms, 30 miles an hour. The speed limit is 35 though. Driving past the UPS customer center where I considered getting a mailbox, but you can't at that one. That UPS customer center doesn't do that type of thing. I'm not driving from my sleeping spot because it's not allowed to park overnight between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. Can you believe that? That's very reasonable. I like 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. Allows me to stay there as late as I want and get there pretty much as early as I want. It's practically like saying they don't check. There's a hawk under attack by some birds. They're fed up with it. Driving by, well, stopping in front of Dismore's. Car sounds okay. Front tire's a little low. I should actually think about gas, seriously. I'm at half a tank. I know I can make it. Just what I need is when my bank card dies, suddenly the car needs to be fixed. That's a big fear, because then I'll have to haggle gift cards with the mechanic, unless there's a way to pay in some weird way. Who knows? Find out when the situation comes up. Golden teriyaki. Chinese cuisine. Palouse 14, Oakdale 35, Spokane 86. Wow. I don't feel like doing a big jump to Spokane. If Palouse has a nice library open 12 to 6, I'll accept that, no problem. For a day, I wouldn't want to stay any longer than a day, because it doesn't look like much. Might be some local hillbillies who don't like to see a camera. This is a nice little walkway. I haven't been this way. Palouse Discovery Science Center, 45 miles an hour. Yeah, the walkway goes on the right side. It's all paved. I looked on the map and I didn't see anything that I liked. Oh, he's taking a right. Slow down. Make sure you're nice and slow before you get that turn in. I've made sure to move things a little more here. Oh, 55 now. Auto Body Super Center. For the extra smashed up cars. The trail actually goes out into the country. It's probably because of the college. The influence of the college students and their bicycling and all of that. Okay, so he's stopping and we're slowing down. Oh man, I'm gonna have to hit the brakes. Oh, it's because they're turning. I don't know. I suppose. Okay, I think that I'm missing my... Yep, Alright, missing my gear there. That happens at 5th gear sometimes. I was trying to accelerate and I was missing my gear. Some more fields of wheat. Lots of fields of wheat. So these colleges, the Moscow and the Pullman colleges, are a lot of agriculture. They have a lot of agriculture emphasis. And for good reason too. A lot of farm kids will probably show up living in the countryside, working on the fields. They got fields and fields of agriculture instead of livestock. It's all particular grasses, various kinds, living on the farms. So that's how you get your farm kids to meet up with and pair up and stuff, is you gotta get them to go to college. So they pair up with relationships, return to the farm ready to make some children. Bend that down a little. It looks like an early stage type of plant on the right. Slow growing. It's getting golden on the left. Oh no, it's a green. They mix it up. There's just miles of this type of stuff on the eastern Oregon front. This probably supports a lot of our food resources. All of this that they're growing out here. So the conditions are ideal out here to grow all this crazy stuff. Fields and fields for miles. Left, right, in front of, behind. Trees do okay, I think. Trees do okay. I'm not sure what precipitation is like. Yeah, see, there's cattails. Cattails need a little moisture. But these are all seeds. They're all growing seeds out here. No Idaho potatoes in Washington. No onions. No Idaho onions in Washington. No sweet beets like you find in Idaho. You find them in Washington. And we're just on the border here. Well, the border's about 10 miles to the east. Yeah, you definitely, you find very different crops, very different structure. Do you want to be a potato farmer? Go to Idaho. Do you want to be a wheat farmer? Go to Washington. Well, on the east part of Washington, right more towards the west, you got all the apple orchards, large amounts of apple orchards. But what else are they growing around here? Because this is a plant on the right that I just can't. It's not a straight leafed plant. It doesn't look like alfalfa. It seems unlikely to be beans. Definitely no corn around here. They're not wasting their efforts on any corn. That's more of a Midwest. Wisconsin makes a lot of corn. I guess you just got to pick and choose the right crop for the right environment. They've picked the grass. Mostly the grass varieties that produce the big seeds, the big wheat seeds. They probably have barley out here. They probably have rye. All the various types of wheats. But I'd need a closer inspection to figure out what is which. It's all interesting. I'm going 50 miles an hour, making my examinations here, doing my observations at 50 plus miles an hour. So it's probably not going to be very accurate. quality observations are done at 50 miles, 60 miles an hour on the side of the road. Very pretty on the left. And it's so windy out. It's been pretty windy, but it's not really, this grass is very strong in the face of the wind. It doesn't billow like you find in the Dulles, Oregon. That grass was very wavy. It would really move with the winds. But these plants don't move at all. That was wild grass that was really wavy. So it's really curious. It's really curious. The wild plants, the wild grasses are more likely to bend and sway with the wind, but the farm grasses are not. The farm grasses are going to get more water. Maybe water is a factor in strengthening them up. It's hard to say. But there's certainly a difference in the stalks. They look very strong, very tight. It's like they're needles sticking out of the ground. If I try to jump on them, it'd be like getting poked. That's what you want. Burt's Medical Equipment. Link hearts linked. Oh, geez, I need to pay attention. Well, I'm glad they got that reminder there. State Highway 27, Palouse, Albion. Yeah, this is a pretty dangerous road when you're not paying attention. Because just what I need is me not paying attention and the other guy not paying attention, and that's it. Drive slower. 55. 55 is it's a good speed. I definitely wouldn't want to go faster. It's dangerous. And what kind of grass is that? Oh, gotta pay attention. Yeah, it looks neat. The very top of the hill, they let that go into the wild. Probably private land still. Let the trees grow on the very top. When oh, this is hay on the right. They got it all bundled up and ready to dry. On the left too. I can't tell if they're just cutting it down. Yeah, they're probably cutting it. They got an interesting machine cutting it out there. Oh, they're baling it too. Okay, Palouse in 4 miles. I think Pullman said there was 10 miles to Pullman. It seemed a little long, but I suppose. Yeah, further north I go, I guess I should expect more trees. I should expect to see more trees. More natural wild trees doing good in this environment. It really lends to the evidence of how cool it's going to be how cool it can be in the summertime. It can have those hot days, but there'll be some cool days too. Cooler than cooler than in Oregon. Although I have to question. In Bend, Bend, Oregon looks like it maintains good weather, even in the summertime. I'm trying to watch it. Just that high elevation really is an advantage. I'm at a higher elevation here than Clarkston and Lewiston. Those two cities, the Twin Cities. They're in like 1,000 feet lower. Spokane is like in a valley like Clarkston and Lewiston. I was looking at the elevation map A lot of these cities get built into river beds. What used to be rivers, and now they're all dried up or something. The city planners prefer that. They'd rather build on the lower land levels. There's probably been a lot of problems with building on the higher elevations, and over time they've started rules. Yeah, lots just not escaping the grass. It's something else. All this wheat field, it's a lot of it. They're harvesting like thousands and thousands of pounds of wheat, and some hay. They're doing a lot of growing. One family can grow practically all this, but you have to expect them to sit in the tractor all day, unless they got computers that can do the work for them. I wonder how far advanced it is. Can you have self-driving tractors yet? Talk about helping out with doing more production, getting a lot more value. You could free up hands. Instead of having to sit behind the wheel of a tractor all day, up and down a field like this, have just somebody sit inside and able to do other kinds of work, and just look up every so often. It could be a lot of benefit. It's like people are like, telling me to get a job and all that, but look at how automated things are. I'd gladly get a job that's like hard labor. I'd be interested in sawing down trees, but those days are over. Getting out there and just working the muscles, sawing big trees all day by hand, chopping at them with axes. Be a real good workout. Maybe half the day I could do that. I don't know about all day. Half the day, every other day. That'd be a pretty good workout. Do some other kind of work in between, preferably resting type of work. It'd be a heck of a job. It'd be a real lot of work bicycling between cities, but it's so dangerous. It's dangerous with all these cars. What's prohibited? Unmuffled compression brakes is prohibited. I see that sign in so many cities, such as in Barron, Wisconsin. That's when I first saw that no engine braking. That's another way to say it. No engine braking. First time I've seen that was in Barron, Wisconsin. Who knows when they first put those signs up? Welcome to Palouse, home of the Vikings? The Vikings settled here? Wow. Every drop counts. Tank leaks. What? Moscow 16, Viola 6, potlatch right 500 feet. Okay, I'm going to second gear. Car wash on the left, old house on the right. Looks like a pedestrian crossing. I want to take a right on Main. City Park on the left. Spokane on the right. Looks like there's a bathroom 1 block down on the right. This is Main Street. I don't need to stop. So, I guess I could have put on the signal. Alright, library, museum. Library, yeah. Oh my god, I was going to park where this Pepsi truck is parked. Oh man, that was the spot I was looking at. He's got like 5 spaces. I could go down further. I just... Oh, man. Okay, here is it. I'll park, what am I, like 5 blocks down from the library? But that's okay, as long as I can park here all day and possibly even sleep overnight. Should be okay.